How's it going, collective? Hopefully you're doing well. I have my window open. It's pretty breezy, so if you hear the wind, just let it cleanse your soul. Just gonna cleanse and clear the space. We're connecting to your departed loved ones today. Let's call them in. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Only those of light and love can broach the table for a message. Alright. We're going to start with a channeled message from my cards. Died at work, in battle, or a fight. Some of you, this could be a soldier. Some of you, this could be a cop. Or this is like a bar fight, like a unfortunate stabbing or gunfight here. Asian, Australian, football fan, could have played or coached. Could be European football as well. Grief counselor, therapy. This is somebody I feel like that you knew very young. I feel like this person died young, before their 30s, I'm hearing. That's sad. Sorry to hear that, spirit. Choir, background singer, chorus teacher. Cinco de Mayo, Day of the Dead. Definitely feeling like Mexican descent here. We have Asian and Australian as well. Lost teeth, fake teeth, or bad breath. Sexual assault. Money, career driven, and motivated. Okay, so I got two spirits here. I have a younger gentleman that's like Asian. I feel like he would have been a student. I don't feel like they were an athlete. I feel like they were a scholar. I'm seeing drifting here. I don't know if it's like a reference to Tokyo Drift, like the movie, or they just like drifting. They could have lived in Asia or Australia, but I feel like some of you, this could have been like a military brat. And then I have also a younger boy that was an athlete. I feel like they were in the choir. I feel like bad things happened to this boy through the church. Or these boys are connected through a pedophile in some way. Or these boys were forced into like careers early. They were like breadwinners for their family. Tell me more about, I don't want to be racist, but they're being very clear. We have a Mexican young man and we have like an Asian or an Australian young man. So let's talk about this Mexican descent. Baby blanket, stuffed animal, favorite doll, action figure, or toy. So you have something of this boys that you kept. Oh my God, we have Little Bo Peep, Baba, Black Sheep. So this young, very, very young boy that passed away. Or this is somebody you raised as a baby. Could have been a grandma, a mom. Someone who sang to you, or you sang to this boy. Known wristwatch, pocket watch, grandfather clock, cuckoo clock. I'm getting cuckoo clock. This little boy was like obsessed with somebody's cuckoo clock. Or that was the last thing this boy heard. Whew. Okay, tell me more about this Asian boy or Australian boy. Sponsored donor, okay. Strict, lots of rules and standards. So they were raised by very strict Asian parents, even if they were adopted or they just had a strict family. This person grew up sick. They were a scholar because they were stuck inside reading a lot. I feel like this person died young of some kind of disease and gave their organs. Could have been to this boy here, but I don't feel that way. Maybe both of these boys are organ donors. I want to talk to more this Mexican boy because I feel like he was a victim of this sexual assault here. Wet nurse, birth coach, nanny. Peppermint pocket candy, grandpa, frat, sorority, college trend, or met in the 20s, in their 20s. Definitely grandpa or priest-like energy that I'm feeling creepy vibes. Strict, lot of rules. I feel like they weren't raised by their birth parents. Or birth mother anyway. This person did grow up. Okay, they're acknowledging to me that they died in their 20s. So they did become a boy. But I feel like their childhood was very disturbing and very rough. The CEO, yeah. Whoever they were with was like a big time, big up in the company, like had a big name, and they put a lot of pressure on this Asian boy. Carnival, circus, fair, book club, chess club. Yeah, this kid was in a lot of clubs and participated in their community. I don't feel like this kid was sick a lot. I feel like he was left home recovering from assault by this bad parent. Heavy energy. Raising their or your kids. Yeah, definitely acknowledged that they weren't raised by their parents. Heat, food stamp, poor family. Like his mother might have married someone with money and stepped into a strict relationship later in life, and I feel like that man could have done bad things, or they had to move home to a rich grandpa because they were struggling and he did the bad things to this poor Mexican boy. Child support, alimony. Ugh. Unorganized, late, forgetful, procrastinator. Yeah, this kid was just like any other 20-year-old. He wasn't organized. He was a party animal, struggling with money, living off child support, still slept a lot. Oh, wait. Okay, so slept because of illness. So this kid did struggle with illness. I feel like that's what kind of made him an easy target. They could hear and understand you. So this Mexican boy is speaking to anyone in their family. As they, pulled the plug. It's okay. You had to make a decision to pull this. I feel like this is true for both of them. These kids both died from an illness and donated their body to science. But I feel like this Mexican boy, he had someone hurting him. And it was an older man. Could be associated with religion or like a grandpa. Overthinker, worrywart, overplanner, packer, high-strung, uptight, quiet, mousy, soft person. That's that Asian scholar young man. Always worried about getting sick. He just wanted to be here as long as he could. CEO, CFO. Yeah, again, pressure. They were both from really strict families. They had put a lot of pressure on them. They both had illness. It's like their parents' way of parenting is making them refuse defeat and be stronger than they actually were. And it like made them put pressure on them to get better and get good grades. Art gallery, pottery, clay, carpenter. One of these boys was like an artist. That's how they were dealing with their illness and all these pent-up feelings. Passed away during labor. So, yeah, the one that was being raised by someone else, their mother passed away giving birth. And if they were raised by, like, that person's parent, I feel like they always kind of took it out on the kid. Hit by a drunk driver. Okay, so acknowledgement that both were on life support. One was from an illness and one was from a tragedy. They could have died around the same time or in the same hospital. Writer, author, poet, songwriter. Landline, pager, voicemail box, So like 80s or 90s is around this when this person passed away. You could have found a lot of their writing. Yeah, car crash. Definitely acknowledgement. I feel like the Asian boy that liked drifting passed away, or that's what happened. They drifted off the road or something. I'm seeing drifting, unfortunately. So that boy passed away in a car accident, and he was a donor, so he gave life to somebody here. And then this other boy, I feel like, passed away from an illness and either gave organs away or donated to science. Let's get some messages from, let's talk about the boy who was ill here. Yeah, he was a warrior. He never let his illness get him down. He was a fighter and he dealt with a lot of pain over the years. Whatever illness or ailments that happened to him, he was relentless, and he wasn't scared to die. He was scared to fail. That's what I'm hearing loudly. They could have also been a soldier as well for some of you. Heart guardian. This person had a big heart or acknowledgement of heart issues. They could have been born with a heart murmur or a heart too small or heart complications, but they had a warrior's heart. Their body might have failed them, but their spirit never did. They had a strong spirit, a strong warrior's heart. They were very bountiful in the artistic sense. I feel like this person was very, very talented and could make money off their talent, or did. Fire guardian could have been a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. Doesn't have to be. They're just very fiery, very passionate, driven on their passions, lived on creativity. Let's talk to this Asian boy here. Let's see what he was like. Yeah, very wise beyond his years, had to grow up really fast, raised himself, very calm, very zen, very into like feng shui and being balanced and peaceful. Snake, it is the year of the snake, so it could have happened early this year, or they just had like this power, this wisdom. I feel like their superpower was wisdom. And like even talking to this person for 5 minutes, you could tell he was like an ancient soul. They could have been born in summer, or it could have happened in summer. But think about bees, as they make honey, they pollinate. They're very big in pollinating this planet. So I feel like this person had a lot of interest. They were very busy. They kept busy. They wanted a full, like, if they were a student, they wanted to be a part of clubs, and they wanted to be well-rounded and learn as much as they could. Very studious, very diligent, very sly, but very connected to earth. I feel like this person liked to run or walk. All right, so let's talk to this Mexican boy. What would you like to say to the world? Your life got cut short, you know, due to illness, and what could you have done differently, or what advice do you have? Anything like that? I'll let you take the floor. Yeah, they wanted to write a book, or maybe they want you to put some of their writings in a book, or perhaps you're the writer and they're telling you to go for it, write that book. But I feel like they had a genius imagination. They can, like Stephen King energy, they could have wrote every day. I definitely feel both of these kids had, and I say kids because I'm 40, so if you died in your 20s, that's still a kid to me, very young. I feel like this person wanted to be an author, or just love reading books. Yeah, they were definitely a leader. They wanted to be president, I'm hearing, or like mayor or senator or something. They had that leader energy. Crystals and options. I feel like this person was open to all kinds of healing. They could have like sound baths, or just like jewelry, making crystals. I definitely felt earth energy for both. Maybe, you know, this boy liked being out in earth and just digging in the dirt. This kid had a lot of options. Scholar options. I feel like they were very limited with their body, and so the only way this child or this young man felt they could excel in life was through intellect. But they let go of there was no resentment that they couldn't be athletic. I think this person was comfortable being a scholar. They kind of like being indoors and like being a gamer. All right, so let's move over to this Asian boy. Let's see what this boy has to say. Again with writing, so they could have both been writers. That could have been something that they had in common, or they could have been both involved in somebody's book here, perhaps. But I think they kept their journal. Definitely for their spirituality, or this is how maybe they were very soft-spoken or didn't speak much, and after they died, you could have gotten to know them through their writing and how they were really feeling about things. Study, talk to your angels. Yeah, this person was very studious. They were very diligent in life, and they were very connected to their religion. They believed it so much, and it built them into this strong person. They had a strong conviction, and I feel like there's acknowledgement here that they crossed over peacefully because of how strong their faith was. That's beautiful. This person is acknowledging that they either really liked working with flowers, they always brought someone flowers, or someone always brings flowers to their grave. Spiritual teacher, yeah, this person, you know, there's some lesson this kid learned and all of the hardships and, you know, passing away young. And I feel like this person was very studious, but they also lived on the edge. Like they had extreme hobbies and they had extreme control of their life. And I feel like this person has spiritual balance, or always did. They knew how to manage both, and they are thankful for that. Whoever taught them to be very zen and very connected to their religion, it kept them grounded. I feel like that person was a very good soul. I feel like both of these kids were very good, and I feel like one of them had a very tragic story and one had a very difficult childhood because of how strict it was. They put a lot of pressure, and I feel like that's why these souls connected on the other side. These could be spiritual best friends just coming through together. Anyway, I hope it was helpful. I hope it gave you some peace. Thank you all for being here. Love and light, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Toodles! Happy St. Patrick's weekend!